Good evening. You're watching the news on Croatian television. Companies within the troubled Agrokor group took a massive hit during yesterday's trading on the Zagreb Stock Exchange. Jamnica, Ledo and Zvijezda all saw their value plummet by over 80%, while Belje and Vupik lost more than half their value. Financial experts say investors are losing confidence in the heavily indebted food and retail giant.
The owners of those stocks have decided that the future financial gains from those companies will be very low or non-existent.
In an interview with a Croatian daily, Agrokor restructuring manager Ante Ramljak said that he has filed a civil suit against the president of the Social Democratic Party, Davor Bernardić. The suit claims that the leader of the opposition has hampered the work of the restructuring team by persistently repeating a series of damaging misconceptions.
I don't know who is attempting to use me for what, but it is not even important because I am not important here. Anyone else could and can be in my position. It is important to conduct the restructuring job to the end and pull the best possible that can be done from what looked like a catastrophe of historic proportions. That is the job that I accepted and intend to do as long as the government and commercial court want me in that position. Until now, I have been judged by results, and I hope this will be the case in the future.
Meanwhile, the president of the SDP responded via social media, saying that Ramljak would not succeed in burying the truth about Agrokor.
Since Ramljak will not appear before the commission, we will talk in court. I will personally seek the discontinuation of my immunity and am happy to have the opportunity to talk with all key participants in the Agrokor case. While non-transparency prevails in Agrokor and there is no restructuring plan, when people have nothing to feed their children when they are leaving Croatia, he, instead of working on restructuring Agrokor, gives interviews and directly favors vulture funds.
In related news, Tomislav Paninic from the Most Party of Independent Slates reacted to the civil suit filed by Ante Ramljak.
If he feels offended, then we should really think hard about all the people who seek clear answers regarding the general functionality of Agrokor. All we see are scandal after scandal and documents that are released only after someone has already discovered them. We all expect him to lead Agrokor in the way prescribed by the existing legislation, and that means transparency towards creditors and workers alike, and that in the future we know exactly what direction Agrokor is moving in.
In more news from the troubled Agrokor group, ousted owner and fugitive from the law Ivica Todorić took yet another swipe at the restructuring team via his personal blog. Todorić refuted the revised Agrokor financial report for 2016, saying the restructuring team violated the law on accounting by supplementing and misrepresenting the findings of the PricewaterhouseCoopers auditing firm. Predrag Sekulic, the head of the new Solidarity Union at the SESAC oil refinery, has been fired from his job at the refinery. According to a post on his Facebook page, INA let him go for revealing business secrets. He denied the claims, but continues to be an outspoken critic of INA over their handling of the troubled refinery.
I'm doing well, and I still believe in what is right. We have never made any errors in any of our disclosures, and I don't wish to do so now. I ask you all for your patience and understanding because I cannot comment in detail due to any future court proceedings. I'm feeling good for the sole reason that I know I did nothing wrong.
The INA group responded by defending their decision to fire the union leader.
Mr. Sekulic spread false statements through the media regarding the activities of the company and provided data that falls under the domain of business secrets. This, in turn, has brought into question the credibility of INA's financial statements. He also broke a number of laws, as well as internal acts and ethical principles held by the INA group, which have insulted and damaged the image of the company.
In other news, the Most Party believes that the proposed law on family-run agricultural businesses will not bring any benefit to farmers, but will in fact become an unnecessary burden. MPs from their party say they are prepared to offer a series of amendments in Parliament.
The proposed legislation offers no help whatsoever to farmers. This is actually more like a ball and chain or perhaps a yoke around their necks. We expect the Ministry of Agriculture to react accordingly and implement changes that will benefit our agricultural workers.
With the first weekend in November upon us, the annual Movember humanitarian drive is underway. Every year, men around the world grow mustaches in a bid to raise awareness for prostate cancer, which is the second leading malignant cancer type among Croatian men.
The All for Him humanitarian drive aims to raise awareness among the male population, who for the most part believe they are insusceptible to cancer, that they must get themselves checked out. Men must take better care of their health and not wait for symptoms to appear, because that means the disease has already taken hold.
Taking a quick look at sports, in the sixth round of play in Group A of Champions League handball, PPD Zagreb suffered a resounding defeat in Barcelona at the hands of the Spanish champs, 22-32. PPD have yet to record a victory in Champions League play and are currently in sixth place in their 8-team group. The forecast for tomorrow calls for changeable weather, including increased cloud coverage in most areas of the country. Sunday morning can expect low-lying fog, especially in Slavonia and the Far East. Western areas, namely the Istrian Peninsula and Rijeka, could get rain by the end of the day. The Adriatic coast will get a strong to very strong southeasterly wind. In the second half of the day, areas of the central and northern coast can expect winds of gale force strength. Seas will be quite wavy and generally rough. Morning lows of between 2 and 7 in the interior and between 11 and 16 on the coast will give way to highs of 14 to 19 degrees Celsius. Continental regions will be cloudy for the next few days, with rain in central and mountainous areas. Higher elevations can expect sleet and light snow. A northeasterly wind will blow, bringing a drop in temperatures. The Adriatic will also be cloudy and have scattered showers and thunderstorms to start the week. Monday will see heavier storms in places, moving down to Dalmatia and the southern coast on Tuesday and Wednesday. A strong southeasterly with gale force gusts will persist, while a northeasterly will prevail in the north. Winds are set to die down by the middle of next week. And that brings us to the end of our program. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow night.